Hello, tacticians and strategists, admirals and generals, welcome back to Strategic Mind, the Pacific, and playing hardball. So we have accomplished something in Pearl Harbour that we can only call smoldering ruins. Yeah, and before we go, and I continue with the role-playing, by the way, I will put a couple of interesting sources for the next battle, which will be the Battle of the Philippines, into the comment section. So, 2 articles and 2 interesting videos that actually show the background there, and the battle, the whole how the whole thing commenced. Very interesting. All, however, Anglo-American sources, so I would love to know some more from other perspectives, but it's a bit hard to find. I'll continue looking into it, but I also want to continue with these videos because I like the game and I want to play it. If you have any knowledge you wish to share, I would appreciate that greatly, and I'm sure the community would as well. Being a German and a European, of course, like from the other side of the planet, I was actually thinking about why the United States were in the Philippines in the first on the first hand, right? But because, like, I know that the United States is like, I think 2,000 miles away from Hawaii, and then it's another 4,000 miles to Japan. Yeah. So it's like also from the United States, the Philippines are really, really far away. And I wonder why they were occupying the Philippines. And actually they led a war against Spain, Imperial Spain, that had the Philippines as a colony. Well, the Dutch East Indies, the later Indonesia, yeah, were Dutch. So, and then the British had their colonies here as well, and the French as well. So I guess the Japanese looked at this whole thing as just throwing out the colonial powers, which was certain, in my opinion, or as I expect, certainly part of the motivation. But of course, they wanted the resources to fuel their ascent, right? Ascent to a major power. So, and yeah, but from what I've read so far, the difference between the United States and these old colonial powers probably was that the United States had the, this agenda to bring democracy to the world and help people rule themselves, and actually, like, they helped the Philippines to get independence later on. After seeing to it that the society and state structures actually sufficiently evolved, but I guess, like, they were still rather dependent, like, especially in terms of defense and other political decisions, right? So, but at this point in time, there are United States troops on the Philippines. And that is where the thing goes. And by the way, I did also a little bit more research on Pearl Harbour, and what I was wondering, so there were like around 2,300 or so dead, which is a surprising low number, because we destroyed, like, well, in real history, 4 of the 8 battleships were sunk, and 4 more were damaged, and then they sank a few more ships and stuff. And as if you have watched the videos of the US campaign and the battle in the Pearl Sea, and you may also have had a look at the video, or no, the link to the article about the Neoshu and the Sims, the ships Neoshu and Sims. So that was actually pretty interesting in my opinion, but also, like, tactically very interesting, because the Japanese that sailed around here somewhere, and then attacked Hawaii, like Pearl Harbour here, which was also far away. So I guess, like, the way how I did it was very risky and very dangerous, because our carriers were nearly out of fuel, of course, right? So I guess, like, in this digital reality, they couldn't have made it back probably, but on the other hand we would have brought on oiler and other support ships, yeah, that could have refueled them. So I guess it's fine, but the Japanese, as we remember, failed to accomplish certain strategic goals. And like what I just wanted to say, that this tactical opportunity with the Neosho, this oiler, the Neosho was basically like also in the harbor and lying between two battleships, yeah, and none of the Japanese pilots came, you know, to the conclusion or got the idea that it would be a great opportunity to actually bomb and explode this oiler. I'm a landlubber, as you know, so I don't know much about ships, but I guess you would be able to identify them if you are engaged in, you know, naval and air warfare in the Pacific. And what I would have thought would have been that an explosion with a tanker like that would certainly have swept away all the anti-air defense, right? So in reality, the anti-air fire was actually significant and increased with all waves. So there were 2 waves of Japanese planes flying in. And the thing was, the Japanese were thinking about sending a 3rd one, but on return it would have been dark, so apparently they didn't have the ability actually to land on their carriers in the darkness. That was one of the reasons. Well, and I guess they were also like very stressed out about the fact where the American carriers were, right? So, and I guess they thought, okay, well, our mission is to neutralize the battleships. That's what we do, and then we get out of here. But of course, they had the Americans at a disadvantage here. So, and in my opinion, that was certainly a strategic failure of rather grand proportions not to press that advantage. And I personally, I don't understand why they didn't even bring amphibious troops, but I think that was because that was probably too high a risk, I guess, and thinking of the fact that there were like at least 8 battleships plus numerous other stuff, and every battleship had a crew of between 2,000 and 2,500, as far as I'm informed. Yeah, plus the personnel in the harbor and all the other areas, plus all the air personnel, and usually soldiers have as a secondary training, usually at least training as light infantry or something. So I guess that's the reason why they thought, okay, that would be too high an obstacle. Yeah? So I would guess that there must have been several tens of thousands of military personnel present. Yeah. So and I guess they thought that this would have been too much of an obstacle. But I think it would have been wise of them to send a couple of tens of thousands soldiers there as well, together with the troops, because the United States is far away, and naturally they would have had to take Hawaii back first, and that would have given them lots and lots of time, because that was the main strategy. Firstly, to establish this defensive perimeter, and that's what they do here, or what they did in the Philippines as well, to increase their defensive perimeter and get to the resources, of course, over here, the Dutch East Indies and New Guinea, but also like to get to Australia and threaten Australia, but also to establish a defensive perimeter for themselves, right, for their homeland of Japan. So that's the bigger background, or the bigger picture, as far as it presents itself to me personally. So let's have a look at ourselves. We do have some new medals, and we gained honor, of course. We got the Order of the German Eagle from Nazi Germany that apparently congratulated us for the victory, 2+2 air attack to the HQ unit. I think that's certainly useful, because we have the 4 range, right? Then we get another command point, Order of the Sacred Treasure, 3rd class. We got a promotion for this one, Vice Admiral. So actually we are not really, I'm always saying we are Admiral, right? But yeah, I just That's not very exact, but we are like in the admiral class, right? So looking at our HQ skills here and the fact that we have 3,700 prestige points that we want to invest, I think that recon is the most important thing, so let's have as much of it as possible and reduce the costs. Activation cost is 5 usually, and then we have to pay 3 if we invest 100 of our victory points here. So I think that's most likely an excellent decision. Let's hope so. Seaplane sounds interesting, which makes them way more flexible. That could be actually, I think that could be pretty interesting. So let's have that one in mind. That's for 100 points because we can invest one 200 and one 100, I think. So this one here, the frontline artillery, is something I like very much. As you know from the Finnish, from the Soviet-Finnish war, where the Soviets attacked poor Finland. But I think we will not have so much artillery on the ground for the moment, at least, right? So not that it's worth it right now at the moment, so that we have other pressing matters. I think this could be very interesting here. The landing ship, this allows disembarkation of heavy units in clear or shallows. So like having tanks there. But I think that is possibly not even necessary because we'll run with infantry, I guess. I will bring tanks. We will buy some tanks, but I think we will just we will bombard the harbor and then move in with infantry. So that's my thinking right now. So and so far this one here could be interesting, the embarkation, because I guess that that we will run low on the command points actually. And if the embarkation costs less, I think that's probably a good thing. The naval artillery is of course another huge asset, but I feel that it will be more important to have more knowledge of the enemy first. So, and the more points we have for the aviation recon, which is also less the weakness against being shot down is lower than with the these other seaplanes that we can send. Yeah, so that's probably not worth it at the moment, but I really like this one. Yeah, so maybe with the next mission. So I guess we should get increased airfield crews. This could also be pretty good actually. But I think we should try to maximize our command points first. Right, and we will not have too many prestige points left. So that's the reason why we don't need any additional equipment slots at the moment. Although that's also a good thing. Yeah. So I think we will get this one and then 100 points are left. And then or maybe we get the airfield crews for 100. I think that's probably the best investment for them at the moment. Or this one. I mean, we already have the amphibious thing, costs 10, and then it would cost 6. So that's actually probably a good thing. If I understand this one right, infantry units can embark or disembark a seaplane in shallows or clear terrain located next to an ocean. Shallows or lake terrain. They can also embark or disembark on it at an airfield. It's a fast way to redeploy your troops. The good thing is we can already do it and cost 10. So I think it's probably better with the airfield crews. This costs 100. We'll not use too many seaplanes, I guess, but we already have the ability. So let's get the landing at an airfield, doesn't cost anything, because people are extremely quick. Supporting and refueling the planes and stuff, I think we do that, right? So, and then we'll have the... I like the heavy landing ship now, but I think the logistics overall will come in more handy. So, or handier, right? So that's our command points. We invested everything. So let's see, or let's hear what Ugaki says.
The attack on Pearl Harbor ensured our temporary superiority over the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Yet, the course of the war will depend on how we utilize it. Apparently, the Navy will have to proceed with a series of offensive operations involving land forces to capture key islands in the Pacific. I therefore advise you to ensure the training of special naval landing forces, the Rikusentai units. I imagine they will have plenty of work very soon.
Okay, good. And yeah, it says, capture the Philippines and neutralize the US Asiatic Fleet. Type major landing operation naval battle. So my thinking is that we will, that our Navy will have good use bombarding them from like everything that's on the shore on one hand, but of course we need some units. So, but I would also like to buy a ship, and I think we need another destroyer. So, because I actually like the fact that destroyers are so versatile and they provide air defense as well. The destroyer can become can get the overwatch against planes. That's a good thing. Yeah. Defender twice or like 3 times support fire per turn, so that's a good thing, I guess. And with range 4, I think that's a good thing to have this additional artillery. So I think we should buy one more. So 1 Mogami class, right? Also there, no, that's the heavy cruiser. I would love a heavy cruiser, but we need to invest smartly. So it costs 910. It's not too much in comparison, but yeah, this one would be way too costly, 2,500. I would love another Shokaku class carrier to have more planes in the sky, but I think we are not there yet. So let's acquire 1 destroyer. Another submarine would be good too. It's not too expensive, but let's see firstly. Oh, and by the way, so we can get a level here. And do we have the hero? You have on the carrier, right? You are on our carrier. Yeah, but we don't have the level yet. So do we have the submarine hero? No, we don't. What do we want when we have him? We'll put him on the submarine, of course. I think wreck ships is probably a good thing. +6 naval and torpedo attack. We can do deep dive for defense. Elusive is even more defensive. More ammunition would be great, because they are often operating outside our support zone. Yeah. So, and leveling it up. Oh yeah, the forward observer, I think that's a good thing. Provides +2 attack for allied artillery and all naval units versus ground and naval targets. In the forward observer spotting range. That's a good thing to do, I think. Especially as we will give our submarine the improved optics, which gives us +1 spotting range. Costs 100 though, so it's not very cheap. And the better torpedo would be great. But let's firstly do something else, so you can get rid of the bombs for the moment. And I would like our fighters especially to have aircraft radar. Firstly, that increases our detection range to 4 hexes. And also it removes half of the nighttime penalty to attack, costs 70, which is also not very cheap. So let's install it. And maybe on these guys here as well, the dive bomber. So they have the better torpedo already. It would be good for them to have this one as well. So now our planes are doing pretty well, I think. Aerial cameras, yeah, would be good, like in the midterm. But let's firstly check out other stuff. I would love the dazzle camouflage and everybody, but 80 is expensive and adds up. Enlarged storage would be good, but I guess that we will have some better support this time because we are closer to home, to our homeland. The Marine squad would be great. It's also pretty expensive. For 150. Yeah, well, and we can't buy too many units because our command points will be reduced by everything. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 10 units. So this means we have an income of 21 per turn, right? So let's buy and build a land-based force. So let's have 1 unit, 1 tank. I mean, the problem is that the Japanese tanks, they are not so good. And we know that the Americans have better tanks, like their light tank is equivalent to our better medium tank. And this one, type 97, I think this should be a light tank. But let's get one. Could be useful. We are not getting an anti-tank gun because we are on the offensive and this thing is just too inflexible. But let's have this anti-air 88mm. So let's have the better one. Yeah, that's significantly better. Also pretty good against tanks. But we definitely need to establish an area where the enemy can't get to us, right? With the Overwatch Air. That's a great thing. Once per turn we can shoot at an enemy. An enemy attack disables the skill. However, if we shoot at them, then they have, you know, they are disorderly in the sky for a short while. So let's get this one. And then we also need artillery, of course. This one here is the best one. 410 is pretty steep though. But I think we should do it. Let's acquire one. We need fire support on land, of course. So, and then let's have maybe 3 of them, 3 of these guys. Maybe we need more, but let's give these guys firstly some equipment. So I want to have 1 scout squad. They don't fall into ambushes. And especially we can get intelligence data, and especially if we make someone surrender, we get intelligence data, right? So also spotting range is very good, and I think together with Sapper Squad they get more soft defense, but they can see mines, and they can dispatch the mines, and they don't get any attacks. So that's good with the longer spotting range, right? So then these guys, this will be a harder squad, or like the tougher fighting squad. I like the mortar. It not only increases our hard and soft attack significantly, but especially our gun range, so that's good, right? And then the enemy can't shoot back. I like it if the enemy can't shoot back at us. So in the second thing, like here, these ones, we can't have a second mortar. Scout is not necessary. Sappers is also not necessary. The grenade, here the rocket launcher is certainly cool. However, it only works with an attack range of 1, so there's no synergy there. We'll have 1 flamethrower, but this is also only attack range of 1. This is just a light mortar, also only attack range of 1. The heavy machine gun, also attack range of 1. Little mortar, and the anti-tank rifle is also just 1. So I think the Gunto, enemy unit surrender with 1 strength left instead of 0, could be a good thing, right? So let's get that one. And then these guys, they get the flamethrower, because that will make them bunker busters, and I think they could get the hard attack, right, with rocket launcher. So these guys are basically our engineers, you know, our pioneer troops. I think that should be a good thing. right? Because another mortar. No, let's have them specialize against hard targets. Although on the other hand, I'm not sure if that makes sense. So enemy entrenchment level is reduced, so this would mostly go against infantry, right? Yeah, but let's have them as bunker busters. Maybe the heavy. No, I think it's fine. So it costs 30 though. This one's +1 in air defense. 2 soft attack. 1 soft attack, so this cheaper stuff. Now I think it's fine. So let's have the hard attack. So now, I mean, we could give the guys some transport, and I think that would be probably a good thing. So this one here, amphibious, this ground transport does not require the unit to disembark at the seaport. So that's for sure a good thing, right? For these guys especially. I think this is heavy equipment. Let's get this one. This is very expensive though. But they have a better defense as well. Oh, and do they get more movement points? Like when on foot basically. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's actually a good thing. So either they can drive or they can actually walk, like staying on foot. Like with this one, right? And otherwise they could drive it and be inside the vehicle and have a move range of 6. So I think that's a good thing. And maybe for these guys as well. So, and now we have 549 points left. So, and that's... Oh yeah, and here these guys didn't get anything yet. Yeah, let's have the scouts be rather light, so we can also use these guys with air transport. Additional ammo costs 50. I think additional ammo is certainly a good thing. And then they can have the incendiary shells, although I don't like it that this costs more, but yeah. And they will stay back, so they don't probably need the Suki, which is also very expensive. Our 88. Medium searchlight, small searchlight, +2 air attack during nighttime. Medium, if the unit does not have ground transport, it receives -1 move point penalty. The amount of penalty does not depend on the number of equipment installed. Stationary equipment. It can be installed or changed only between the operation or the deploy phase. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely... Doesn't cost so much. 20. And then I'm not sure why they have a sapper squad. They have only a spotting range of 1 anyway. No, sorry. You guys, it's like this. Heavy machine gun, soft attack and air defense. I think that's nothing that we would need. Additional ammunition would be a good thing though, I guess. So let's do it. And I think the normal truck is fine. And then the tank. Spaced armor is hard defense. Yeah, well, we will probably... But I think I don't want to engage in any tank-to-tank fights with this one. Soko Sagyo-ki, an additional detachment of Soko Sagyo-ki armored vehicles with the flamethrower. When activated, allows your unit to deal damage to forts, coastal batteries and other fortifications equal to the current unit strength. And the unit receives a +4 attack against the enemy located inside a building. Can be used only if the attack range does not exceed 1 hex. Okay. So, and the thing is, with the tank, the good thing is the tank has actually a gun range of 2. And I don't want to engage in close combat fighting unless we run someone over. So this is why I would rather go more defensive here. Scout is probably not necessary. Oh yeah, but this one here provides us with hard defense. I think it's fine. Let's have space armor +3 hard defense. So in case someone catches us. Yeah. 15 fuel. Or more ammo. How much do we have? Actually 25 fuel and 4 ammo. That's not really a lot. But I think, especially as these guys are very inexperienced at the moment, let's get this stuff. And the space armor, right? So now we have 409 points left. Which is not good, because we wanted to have another submarine, right? And that cost 680. And we didn't even give any equipment to our other units. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 units. Which gives us 15 points per turn to spend on recon. So I think we probably shouldn't have more than this, because we will have auxiliary units as well, right? And then maybe we can re-equip people on the field as well. So let's rather give our guys, especially as they are already at level 1, let's rather have them some stuff. I think that's probably better. Could they have this one here? Oh, that's really expensive. The Nagato class. Marine squad, I'm not sure. We have our infantry here anyway, so I guess we will not need the marine squad. But it's very useful, as we saw in the American playthrough right now, like where I played the first mission. So we can send in a marine squad into undefended areas, but the ship is so slow that I think it's probably not necessary. But by the way, so the Yamato class, Nagato class, so oh yeah, the Yamato is significantly more powerful, but of course, yeah, 4,500. That's really expensive. Upgrading it. Oh, by the way, upgrading, can we upgrade someone? So we could upgrade it for 1,400 to Yamato class. So of course we are not doing that. We don't have any better destroyers or better but I think, or better planes, but this one here, I think we can upgrade this one, right? There's a better one. This one here doesn't cost so much either. Yeah, that's good. For 40. So let's do that. Now they don't have a red, like red fins, or however you call it. Like the rudder back here, but it's fine. Also, the enemy can't see us so well now with less red. So, do we have anything here? Yeah, it doesn't cost us anything. So, soft attack is increased. 0. I mean, by the way, I think it's probably a good idea to keep this one here open and to keep 100 points unassigned. So we could equip the fighters with bombs in case we need to. So now we've got a pretty good submarine. And these guys don't have anything. What could we get here? Yeah, I think that's too expensive. We don't really need it. And with our Nagato, I think we just keep our distance. But I think here could actually be a good thing to have camouflage. But actually, I don't want to get into any fights anyway. But maybe we should get that. So then we also increase basically our income because we have less yeah, let's do it with 1. Oh, just 49. Oh, come on. I want to keep at least 50. Okay, well, could we actually get rid of something? Any equipment that is really not necessary? It's the radar now. We don't have anything, and we should certainly keep the better torpedo. Well then. So one Kagero doesn't come with the new painting. But otherwise I think it's fine. So maybe we can go like this. Maybe we should have more infantry, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see, and then we could buy something during the mission anyway, and then use air transport or something to bring them in quickly. Right, so I think this is how we can roll. And otherwise, yeah, there was just this better torpedo bomber. Okay, so I think should be fine. So I would feel better with 2 anti-air units, but they are too expensive. So this one costs 275. Yeah, but maybe we can buy another one later on. Okay then, so I think this is how we can roll. I hope I didn't make any mistakes. Keep 129 points. Oh, by the way, how much was the torpedo? 100, yeah, okay, no, that's too expensive. And I guess we can get the torpedoes. Ah, the stationary equipment. Ah, yeah, only between the operations, yeah. So we can get the torpedo later on as well if we need it, right? I mean, it would be good to have +4 naval attack with the torpedoes. That is for certain. So, yeah. But I think it's fine. So, now we have nicely equipped units. And let's see. So, I think this is how we can roll. So, we've invested everything. Let's get on the campaign map. Start the operation. And by the way, yeah, we already had a look at this one. Devastating blow on Pearl Harbour. We get 10% more prestige for the completion.
Commander-in-Chief of the Combined Fleet, upon your order, the attack on Pearl Harbor was successfully carried out. The enemy fleet has suffered huge losses. Ours are negligible.
At ease. Sit down, Nagomu. You have successfully carried out the attack on Pearl Harbor, Admiral. Congratulations.
Thank you, Commander.
Nonetheless, I am dissatisfied with the result of the operation as a whole. It's not your fault that the enemy carriers were not at Pearl Harbor, or that our diplomats demonstrated infamous blunder. We did deal significant damage to the U.S. Pacific Fleet, but we have failed to achieve our main goal. We did not fully undermine its combat readiness.
Without the enemy battleships, we can act with a more open strategy and some audacity, bringing the enemy carriers to an inevitable demise.
I did not see that open strategy and audacity when you refused to carry out my direct command to attack Midway on the way back home.
Well, the weather was unfavorable. Furthermore, compared to the Pearl Harbor attack, the Midway bombing would have felt like a mosquito bite.
We cannot relax. Right now, every mosquito bite counts. I am eager to become a mosquito and bite the U.S. Pacific Fleet myself, if necessary. It seems that you are not showing the same eagerness. It is unworthy of an admiral of the Imperial Fleet.
I beg your forgiveness. My conduct was utterly unacceptable. I ask you to give me one last chance to make up for my fault before you and the Emperor.
I will give you another chance. However, our next operation in the Philippines will be carried out by another admiral. It will give you enough time to reflect on and consider your actions.
Thank you very much. I will not let you down again, Yamamoto-san.
I have faith in you. Nagomu, you are dismissed.
Yes, Admiral.
All right. Oh, by the way, I'm going to
From
check
Prime
the
Minister
settings,
Tojo
the sound
to
settings.
Admiral Yamamoto. The great results you have achieved during the attack on Pearl Harbor have given me confidence in our God's grace to the Empire. Now is the time to take over the Philippines. Their seizure is important, not only from the economic, but also from the military point of view. It will allow us to expand our defense perimeter and to secure sea communications. The American General MacArthur said he'd make the Philippines unapproachable, and any attack on the Philippines will cost us 3 years of battles and the lives of 500,000 soldiers. When this chatterbox faces the real rage of the samurai, he will regret his stupid bravado. Our valiant army and navy will defeat the enemy like two powerful razor-sharp blades.
If only the hands holding these blades were controlled by the same head. Although, should we worry about things that we have no influence over? Let's get down to business. Admiral Ugaki, what have you managed to find out about the enemy?
The number of soldiers in the joint American-Filipino group will most definitely exceed the forces we can use for landing. However, judging by our spies' reports, the Yankees pay no attention to the combat training of their allied Filipino troops. Plus, the discipline in the American units leaves much to be desired.
Good. Admiral Minoru Ota, how ready are our landing forces for the battle? You, as the commander of the Special Naval Landing Forces, Reku Sentai, are personally responsible for their training and landing operations.
The operational effectiveness of Rico Sentai units leaves no doubts. Not only are our Marines well trained, but also happy to sacrifice their lives for their Emperor. They can destroy even a numerically superior enemy.
That's exactly what I expected to hear. Now, let's discuss the plan of the operation.
I'll outline the key objectives. Our main task is to take over Luzon, the largest of the Philippine Islands. As soon as it is done, the Americans' defense in the Philippines will collapse. On Luzon, our forces have to seize the cities of Apari, Gongaza, Vigan, Tuguegarao, San Fernando, Tarlac, Balanga, Cavite, and finally take over Manila, the capital of the island.
That's right. However, we have to destroy the enemy's fleet and aircraft.
The Asiatic fleet that was based in the Philippines has recently left Manila Bay and is now supposedly going north across Luzon's west shore to interfere with our landing. However, it's not a large one. I would be more concerned about the submarines attack. As for the American air unit on Luzon, it is quite a large one. I note that a big part of it is concentrated on Apari airfield, which is within our aircraft's range.
It would be prudent to destroy the enemy planes on Apari right at the beginning of the operation, thus getting the upper hand in the air with just one strike.
We can strike at any moment. Our first and second units of sudden attack are in Luzon Strait at full alert. As for the main forces, they can be deployed on Formosa and enter the battle.
Amazing. Now we have just one question to discuss. The most difficult one. Interaction with the army.
Chief of the Imperial Japanese Army General Staff, Hajime Sugiyama, has developed his own plan of invasion to Luzon from the east. At first, it was synchronized with the fleet's actions. Yet, now Sugiyama reports that landing of ground forces is delayed for a few days, at least. I suppose the army has faced some organizational problems.
That won't do. While the army takes its time, the Americans will withdraw most of their troops out of our reach, or even worse, will strike first. We can't let this happen. The Navy will start invading the Philippines without Army ground forces. Sugiyama shall join us when he's ready.
But it's very risky. Prime Minister Tojo might not approve this decision.
With all due respect to Tojo, may I remind you that I am your immediate superior? I order you to start the operation immediately. I will take all responsibility for this decision.
Okay. So actually, like they just said that the defenders have a numerical advantage. That's true. In real history, they had like 3-2, a ratio of 3-2 basically. So 3 soldiers defending and only 2 Japanese coming in. However, the Filipino troops were all rather inexperienced, as they said. And yeah, the combat readiness is certainly not so high, or was not so high. Also, well, what I heard, so there are submarines roaming about, and it was like here with the here. So they say the Manila Bay. This is here, South China Sea. So this is Manila. So then this is here Manila Bay. They just left it, so they zoomed here. So I guess the enemy fleet should be like around here somewhere, where we will conduct some air recon. So let's have a look. By the way, the real map, like here, so this whole island is Luzon, right, of the Philippines. However, like looking at this one, what the game lacks, by the way, that's my criticism, is like another layer of map where you can see, like with Panzer Corps, the whole map all in once, like here with the mini-map. But also see the units. And I think that's something all the games of Strategic Minds, so as far as I've seen them, actually lack. I would like that, to have that. And that's actually something they might want to add with their next game. So, but the real geography is actually that the island goes way further, like so. But I guess they thought it's more approachable and that the mission area shouldn't become too big. So this game features actually pretty big maps. I like that. But I guess they thought this would be too overwhelming and take too much time in the end. So, which is probably right. But here, the geography, so the island is actually like longer, like so, right? So like so, and in real history, the Japanese came from multiple directions, like from here, I think, from the north and from here. And looking at the geography, we see mountains here. By the way, that's a very positive thing about this game. So the geography is actually, in contrast to Panzer Corps, for example, relevant. Yeah, so. Like we can't shoot everywhere, and this blocks our line of sight and our line of fire. So what we see here is there's one mountainous region around here, lowlands here, like a valley, and there are more mountains here. So which would mean, I guess, that if we have our ships here and we start or we want to shoot, so they are probably safe from shooting from here, right? I'm not sure if we can actually shoot over this one here. Although it should actually be possible, like with our battleship that has a longer range, like the ballistic curve. Should be able to bombard here, right? But then, of course, it would be just a general bombardment, nothing really specific, unless someone could point out the exact location where to shoot at. I'm not sure if they were actually able to do that back then. And I think we should land our forces from different directions. Could be a good thing. Okay, what do we have here? These are 2 destroyers. Ah yeah, and there we go. We have infantry. Okay, we don't know what. But I guess it's just basic infantry, like the Riku Sentai without stuff. Oh yeah, and here we do have actually our new core troops. This looks like the Recon, which is probably a nice addition. And then these guys. And that looks like an artillery and 2 more infantry units, okay. Yeah, that should be sufficient to land here and take this one. And then we can bring these guys over here, take this one. Here's another landing zone, which would be very convenient to come around here. Here's another landing zone. However, here they would I'm not sure, like the mountain, I think light infantry should be able to get over the mountain, right? Move point course all. Oh well, we can get over it. But it will take a long time. And this is Manila. So we could do it from here. Or rather, if this is just jungle. Or like forest. So we could also come here. But I guess they will have some... Maybe they have forts or something that cover the area here. But I think this would be a good landing zone. Because we can't land here in the rough. So, or we could take this one. Like sail around all the island. Bombard the city here with our ships. Shoot everything until it's dead, but then of course, and yeah, I guess we will need this one to resupply our ships, right? And then our infantry could go in and attack them and come from here. That would probably be the quickest thing, but also the riskiest, the most risky operation, because there are roaming submarines, as they said. Okay, so but yeah, I think that's what we can do. So let's form 2 units, and we will have a sea battle going on. And here this one. So let's start. No, this is deployment phase. Okay, no. So
the Imperial fleet. No.
Capital ships are equipped with long-range, powerful main guns capable of striking through an armored deck. Secondary guns can repel approaching escort ships with barrage fire. Capital ships are vulnerable to submarine and aircraft attacks, but they require an escort of destroyers. However, artillery strikes from guns with low attack value cannot pierce their armored deck. They can also send a reconnaissance seaplane to scout the area.
Okay, our main battleship, if it's here, it can go for 6, and then with this town here, Vigan, is in range, within 6 range. And I'm sure there is something here. Or we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we can shoot like this area. Yeah. I mean, time is of the essence, of course. Yeah, but the battleship can certainly be there.
Do you require assistance?
Let's have our...
I'm in position.
Destroyers. And by the way, so you guys, you only have little experience. So with the United States campaign, we actually got more experience, kind of. But our planes, of course, yeah, our planes have the experience because they did all the bombing. Yeah, I mean, I think I could have optimized things, probably. But I think I tried to optimize as much as possible to give them the kills and the extra experience. Yeah. Well, anyway, so here this is these
We
guys.
are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say.
So let's have one destroyer here. So we have 2 destroyers, and this one is a heavy cruiser. That's nice. Oh, a heavy cruiser with armor-piercing shells. Oh, by the way, so our Kagero here, you guys. Oh no, why? Just a second. Can we do it right now? Ah, yeah. So we can't give them this stuff, but let's give them the different shells, just so that we have the option. So like this, right? So like that. And then you guys, I think here this. Yeah, with 2 destroyers, I think it's probably prudent to send 1 destroyer there, so our destroyer can get the kills, right? And then we might want to send the heavy cruiser here with 1 destroyer from there. And then the heavy cruiser can bombard from sea here, and the battleship goes here and shoots there. Right, so. And then let's have the submarine here.
Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
Yeah, and I think our tank will be deployed here, so it can use this open terrain. This is like tank terrain. This is certainly tank terrain.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
So there we go. Like the Nazi German troops, the Wehrmacht troops in North Africa that used the 88 flak actually to shoot down tanks because they didn't have any other weapons that could pierce the
Artillery
armor.
is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
We will die if necessary.
Our tank busters, like our fortification busters. So let's have them. So our artillery will go here because we have one artillery there already, and then this way we can have one artillery on each side, right? I think that should be sufficient. Would be great to have 2 anti-air units now, but we can't get anything now. Just have one here and the other one there. But I think we'll send these guys. Firstly here, maybe. Right, so we are going, they said, oh yeah, there are a lot of planes here, as we can see. Lots of planes around. So, and what other airfields do they have? As far as we know, there are no planes there. Do they have planes somewhere else? Well, I guess we don't have the intel. Well, I don't imagine that all their aircraft are here. But by the way, in real history, like here, this airfield, Apari airfield, despite several squadrons in the air, like several defensive fighter patrols, the Japanese managed to slip past and bombard this airfield and indeed destroy a lot of the American planes on the ground, again, like in Pearl Harbor.
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a tough target for the enemy assault.
So let's have the guys with the mortar in the front, and then these guys with the flamethrower go there.
Could you locate a
This unit has heavy equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport.
No, it's fine, right? There, these guys. So, and they go here. They could even use this.
We will not let the Emperor down.
Equipment. Aren't we supposed to amphibious air force, like with the seaplane, right? Yeah. So, okay. This is our HQ unit.
No one can escape our fire.
They go here, defensive fighter there. But I guess we are not being attacked right in the beginning. So this is where we can put our guys. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, and we have 2 land-based bombers here. Tactical bombers G4M. Okay. Okay then, so... I think that's nice. So, alright, let's end the deployment. So we need to seize all the victory hexes as our primary objective, and we need to destroy the US aircraft and the Asiatic fleet. In real history, by the way, the Asiatic fleet retreated to Australia, so it wasn't destroyed. Let's end the deployment. 22nd December. The Japanese messed up Christmas. So here we are. Let's do some recon.
We carry the deadly arrows of the Emperor.
Only cost 3, that's a good thing. So let's fly there to see if something is here.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Like coastal batteries or something. Ah yeah. Oh. Okay, they have a lot of pillboxes here that actually do have a very nice covering. However, it would be even wiser for them to cover the shallows, right? Because there the enemy is especially vulnerable. Okay, so we landed here, I think. So nothing is here, but someone is here and there, okay.
Are there new orders from our godly Emperor?
Now let's do it like so. Yeah, like this.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Ah yeah, another pillbox. Ah, this is infantry. Oh! 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 Oh, come on! I think we got very unlucky there. That just cost us 15 prestige points. Oh, come on! But well, we do have exact knowledge of these guys now. And we will bombard the crap out of them now as revenge. Okay then, so we can't send any planes in there. Yeah, but we need to shoot them once because then their overwatch is well, okay, I mean their overwatch has been used now anyway. Yeah, well, so okay then. So maybe we go in first. So I guess there's something here. There is surely, like every major area does have units on it, I guess. Oh, and by the way, so what do we see? Oh yeah, yeah. So they do have the planes there. So let's firstly shoot at them.
Do you require assistance?
1, 2, 3, 4. You can shoot this one, the pillbox, like the strong point. The fort. Overwatch soft. Yeah, that's all. It's all very
Naval transport carries ground units. For units with heavier equipment or ground transports, embarkation and disembarkation into transport ships is only possible in seaports. Infantry can land in clear or shallow terrain. Naval transports are extremely vulnerable to all types of attacks. Try to escort them with warships and protect them from enemy shelling.
So these guys don't have any equipment.
We are ready to serve!
So all these units don't have any equipment. Here, this is how we can look at it, like with the middle mouse button. Can we give anything to them? No.
The Emperor's will guides us to glory.
Alright. So we need to bombard them. And I think we send this guy
We are the
over
instrument
there.
of the Emperor's will.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's very convenient. We can bomb them. Oh, but we can't shoot them, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we can shoot this artillery here. Okay. So let's send the battleship. Like the cruiser. Let's go with the cruiser.
We glide.
And we need to remember that there are enemy submarines around, right? Well, let's do this one. So we can shoot the planes for 2. And we couldn't shoot these guys. Oh yeah, that's actually a good thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a longer range than they do with their artillery, so let's actually shoot them.
There is no stopping us!
Oh, and sorry guys. The sound. So let's have a look at the sound settings. So this is how I did all the video so far. So the music, I find it's indeed very loud. And I know someone complained, but let's reduce it further. But actually, I think that it might be your system as well, right? So like I don't feel that the speech is very loud. The video could be a little bit lower, of course. Yeah. Maybe even more like this with the effects, right? Well, let's try this. And let's try it like this, okay? And yeah, just give me an update. But actually, my experience with other Let's Plays is that, you know, new AI administered sound stuff sometimes goes weird. So that the balance between music, speech, and FX and stuff is not really well done, nicely done. So actually, let's have our main force here, and let's have this
I'm in position.
there. We need the defensive destroyer here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could be there though. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these guys.
Do you require assistance?
He needs to stay out of the range of this guy. And we need to shoot this guy here. And then we can do another recon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, let's sail there.
Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
And then we'll have one shot at this guy to neutralize.
Ooh, which weapon to use? Guess
Okay, now
one.
we also know that there's no artillery, no further artillery here, and their overwatch is disabled now. And now we can send
Do
another
not
recon
underestimate
in.
us.
Let's have it like so. Or just a second, no, we are doing something else, because when we shoot these guys, they will flee, right?
We will be victorious!
So you will... Oh yeah, they will destroy them, I think. We want... Oh, that's also out of range. Oh, that's very sad. I don't want these guys to get the kill. But we need to bomb the airfield.
Are there new orders from our godly emperor?
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we are with the carrier. We are not in range of anything. Well, yeah, I think the carrier should be staying back anyway. But yeah, let's
With
go
our
here.
aircraft, it is not necessary to come close to the enemy.
Yeah, we know. Can we destroy the guy completely? I think he's going to...
Are we fully loaded?
Because they don't get any extra experience for killing off the planes on the ground. So that's actually a strong argument for destroying these units here via air. So, and the thing is, yeah, we are actually attacking them with 3, and our land
Imperial
base,
Air Service.
they also do 3, okay?
We will not let the emperor down.
I don't think that we will destroy the guy. He will probably be... he'll be demoralized and then run away. But let's destroy him like so.
Their days are numbered.
Our dive bombers. Oh, come on! Why did
Running
you
away?
get that shot?
Our bombs are going to catch up to you.
Ah, because it was the normal air defense. Ah, well. Okay, well then. So we need to destroy him first.
Just show us the target.
But we can do the air
Imperial fleet
recon.
knows no defeat.
Okay, we can do the air recon.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Ah. Oh, there's another one. Okay. So we started out very unlucky that our recon plane was destroyed, I think. That must have been very, very unlucky. With these 15 prestige points gone now. That's really sad. That's really sad. So, but you guys...
Do you require assistance?
Yeah, you will shoot them.
Greetings from the Imperial Navy.
That was a bad shot. I think he should have gone 4, right? So let's do the sonar. Then we can see one. Oh, 1, 2. There is a submarine. Okay, so let's shoot some torpedoes
Have a taste
at it.
of our power.
Okay. Oh. Alright.
Do you require assistance?
From here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's sail there.
Enemy vessels are lurking nearby.
Okay, well, so this area here is free of submarines otherwise. Let's throw some depth charges.
For Japan and for the Emperor.
Some more depth charges.
We found their weak spot.
Okay. And now they are pretty much messed up. Let's have another torpedo. I'm not sure if we are destroying it right now.
Targeting the enemy. Oh,
we
that
are,
was
okay.
one hell of a shot.
Because I was thinking of giving this kill rather to our torpedo plane. Yeah, well, but we are not.
We serve faithfully.
So let's shoot this one.
We found their weak spot.
For Japan and for the Emperor.
Oh yeah, now they are here, okay. Oh yeah, and that's very convenient now. Because I think our aircraft...
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
Now if we bomb them, we would destroy the aircraft, like the anti-air gun, and we should also damage the airfield, and with that, the planes there. So let's do
Bow
that.
to the gifts of the Empire.
And that way our guys get the kill and the additional experience, right?
We have striked a Pari airfield. The aircraft on the airfield have been damaged.
Keep bombarding the airfield. We can't let a single enemy plane take off from it.
Will there be fighters covering us?
What does the Emperor want us to do?
Yeah, this fighter here can actually destroy these guys. Then we get the experience, and I think we will equip one
can
guy
escape our fire.
with bombs.
What does the Emperor want us to do?
But let's destroy these guys
Consider
before they
them
go
dead.
somewhere else. No, they can't go anywhere else anyway. But we'll have one fighter here for defense. What's going on? Huh? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. He flew into the field. Oh, come on. Why did that happen? Well then.
Let us
so
bathe in the wisdom
let's sail
of
there.
our godly emperor.
Now we'll make short work of these guys.
Long live His Majesty, the Emperor!
So you just destroy them now.
Our huge guns are about to fire.
They were just demoralized, huh? Let's make
We bring
another
the
air
storm.
recon.
Firestorm.
Maybe like this. And then we'll see what's going on with these guys. Yeah. Okay, so within 4, there's nothing else air defense-wise. So that was pretty nasty, and but fortunately it's only damaged. Okay, but that is
Our
pretty
guns
bad.
are always ready.
So So they were just they had to maneuver and stuff, and now they can't go on their mission. Now well.
Those bombs are heavy.
So let's actually, what is actually better?
Our vessel is the Pearl of the combined fleet.
Yeah, so let's shoot this one here. It's better to use the planes.
A tactical bomber is here.
Yeah, it's way better to use the planes. So let's bombard.
A battleship is like a fugu fish, deadly.
Let's bombard the ships
yet
there.
delicious.
The planes. So they should be at strength 6 now, right?
Imperial destroyer at your service.
Well, but we sank one submarine. That's a good thing. Yeah, well, and the good news is our guys can just repair. So we don't have any kills yet. Right, so let's have you guys.
Protectors of the fleet.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, they're out of range. Oh, I can't believe that. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are out of range. So we need to send. Actually, we would need to send another plane there. Oh, that is so bad. But we need to send the fighter here. The second fighter. So just in case someone comes over. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, but by the way,
we are
need
the
to
heart of
find
the Imperial
fleet,
Navy,
by the way.
no matter what the battleships say.
So let's do it like this, maybe, like so. Like they were supposed, like here with the lighthouse. Let's do it like this, like that, maybe.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Ah, yeah. So there's someone.
Verifying the enemy's location.
Oh, so that is a significant fleet. 1 heavy cruiser, 1 battleship, 1 destroyer, another destroyer, and a 3rd destroyer. Okay, so that's pretty significant. Where could these guys go? They have also 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's there, and then they can shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like this range. And this guy, 7 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like there. So we don't want to be here on this line. Above the fort. Okay, that's good to know.
Do you require assistance?
So if we sail here or there, this should be fine. Let's go here, and then we can also do the sonar. Yeah, well.
Entering the designated area.
Oh, come on! There's someone. How many? Oh, these are even experienced submariners. Well then, let's throw some depth charges on them.
Greetings from the Imperial Navy.
It's actually pretty cool.
Target acquired.
Torpedoing.
Take this, you dirty rats.
Okay. They do have
Protectors
an attitude.
of the fleet.
And by the way, let's actually let's do it like with the US. Let's give the kill to someone who is actually the person. Oh yeah, actually let's have.
We are the Sea Wolves!
They get the kill because the quicker we get to this ability, and to the quicker we have 1 unit on level 2, the better, because then we get this ability of well trained. So our sailors can teach what they know and their experience to other guys. So let's go
Exploring
here.
the area.
And by the way, that was also stupid. I forgot about our ability. Here, these guys, they have the improved optics now, and the forward observer should have done that. Allied artillery and all naval units versus ground and naval targets. So we didn't even get the advantage here.
The
so
sharks are waiting for them. Did we hit them? Can't
We
see
sank
anything
the
here.
submarine.
We serve faithfully. I'm in position.
Then they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we are out of range, and the destroyer has 8. But I guess they will not leave the guys too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be fine. And these guys, yeah, well, okay. No, we are definitely out of range. But they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they will, after this turn, if they come towards us, they will be around here. That's good to know. So that's good to know. But I think we should probably destroy these guys first.
Protectors of the fleet.
Actually, yeah, he's out of range. Oh, but they can't get away. They shouldn't get away.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
They shouldn't get away.
Good day, Commander.
Well, let's shoot these guys.
Gaijin's insurance shall ensure their death. We will win the day.
We can ignore this fort for a while. But we also need to bombard these guys.
Just show us the target.
Okay, yeah, well, and then
Our strength is in numbers
here.
of dead enemies. No one can stop me, except for you.
Okay, no submarine there. Let's shoot them. Oh, it's just 0.
Target acquired. Greetings from the Imperial Navy.
Okay, previous attacks, well.
Our vessel is the Pearl of the combined
Okay,
fleet.
well then. So, and then
I'm in position.
let's send you guys here. I think we will just stay on this line. We go here 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, actually 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go here, and then we can shoot at the fort.
Searching
and then we can
for
also
the enemy.
provide defense for our
Let us bathe in the wisdom of our
battleship that
godly
can't shoot at
emperor.
anything else. Okay,
Observing
then
the
you guys-
horizon.
Yeah, and you guys go. Oh yeah. Oh, they would get the kill though. Then that way 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's better than.
Those bombs are heavy.
Let's firstly destroy the airfield, I think. So maybe it will be enough. So these guys do
The
it.
enemy's gonna have a tough time.
I had hoped that we would use the bombers against. Yeah, we'll have the fighter here, I think.
In unity is our
You go
strength.
here.
Those bombs are
You
quite
guys-
dangerous, you know?
Yeah, I don't see any other option. We need the fighter here.
You can't
so then-
hide
Ah, yeah,
from
very
the
good.
blast
So-
waves.
Very good. We destroyed the airfield and the guys there.
No one can escape our fire.
Or did we? Are they destroyed? I think so, right? Well then. And you guys, you fly there and you destroy them. I just wish I could choose the flying path. But that's a problem with many games like
Bring
this.
death to the enemies of the Emperor. Time to say goodbye.
Are we fully loaded?
And then they can
In
fly
unity
there.
is our strength.
A fighter
You guys
here.
fly over here. But which is a bit troublesome is that we... Ah no, it's 6. Yeah. So that we destroyed 6. Okay, so then you guys fly
Ahead
here
of the
and then
wind.
you can provide defensive fire to all of these guys. So that's fine. Very inconvenient that we
Who
lost
do you
the
want me
attack
to
with
kill?
them. And then we will have to use one of the
Protectors of the
destroyers here.
fleet.
It's very inconvenient. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, but that's
moving carefully.
necessary. So let's destroy them.
Engaging in combat. They're dead.
10 experience wasted. Let's shoot them.
We found their weak spot. Observing the horizon.
You guys can only shoot this one.
Do you require assistance? Just show us the target.
We serve faithfully.
Protectors of the fleet.
Yeah, I mean, a submarine could sneak in. I'm not sure if it's even a good idea to try to land someone when these guys are around. So actually, maybe we delay the landing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, but we need to bombard them.
We will inform you if the enemy is ahead. Greetings from the Imperial Navy. For Japan and for the Emperor.
So like this. Oh, they are all only damaged. 1 kill. We had 1 kill. Okay.
Protectors of the fleet. Imperial destroyer at your service. Protectors of the fleet.
Well then, so
take this, you dirty rats. Observing the horizon.
Ah yeah, now you guys.
Greetings from the Imperial Navy. We found their weak spot.
We get 1. Okay, so with the previous attacks, just debuff. All right. So that's that. I mean, they could land in the shallows, but I think that's probably a waste. If we can bombard these guys and destroy them. Next time we can bombard them. Let's see. It depends what the fleet does. So let's sail here with this infantry. Our carrier is exposed, so I hope there is no submarine lurking there. That would be pretty horrible. But yeah, we have destroyed their artillery. These forts only have short range. You know what's there, but yeah.
Do you require assistance?
So I think we should come closer, and these guys can look for 2, right? So, and we'll stay in 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess we should be fine here, right? Let's go like so. They go there. They go there. The artillery is undefended. Yeah, but well, I mean, how many submarines can they have, right? We'll see. So this one stays back. So we destroyed 2 submarines for 60 experience, or like prestige. Yeah, okay. I'm really dissatisfied about this 15 here. I think we got really unlucky. Or maybe we got always very lucky.
Observing
not to
the
lose
horizon.
it.
Do you require assistance?
But then we can see that anti-air is actually rather powerful. Okay, so... And then here... Oh yeah, there's a tank. Oh yeah, they have the M3 Stewart. Rapid advance and overrun. And what can our tanks do actually? Let's compare it. Also rapid advance. Okay, so and we have 8.5 and base value of 6. 8.56. They have 8. So 5, 8 and 7. So we are, I think we are more a tank to destroy infantry. Well, they will mess us up. 7 base value. However, we have our better stuff, of course. So Sapper squad and the spaced armor, right? But still, I think we shouldn't engage into any tank-to-tank fighting.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty for blood.
Okay, yeah, and thanks to our
I can't
ability,
wait to enter the battle again.
so let's go here. Thanks to our ability, it only costs 1 command point.
We will die if necessary.
Yeah, don't think about death.
These
that's
vessels
how
will
you can
enable us to
serve
know
the
our
Emperor
glory.
while you live. So,
Enemy
these
pilots think that
guys-
the sky is their territory. Huh, naive.
Very good. It's thanks to the vicinity here, right? Yeah, and I think we should send our anti-air here maybe, and then establish it here. Also, I guess like the shooting range, we could, if we have it here, then we can block this whole area. While if it's here, then I guess the shooting. Oh, I mean, we could put it here, of course, on the mountain. That would be probably a good thing, but I'm not sure if it can get on the mountain. Wheeled. Excuse me, I think it should be possible. But then it would be better to have it here on this tile, and then we can control this whole area here. Yeah, so let's send it there on that side, I guess. On the other hand, on this side here, then we can send it down there and control this area. And there is this airfield, 2 airfields, 3 airfields. We need to find. We need to find the enemy.
We won't let you down.
They can't be. They can't embark.
Yes,
Let's go
that's
there.
a nice spot.
The samurai are always ready to do battle.
They could embark on a seaplane, but that's very expensive, so let's not waste it. So you
We are
guys
going-
get a
All
ship for
city, forest,
yourself.
and mountain terrain offer much better protection from enemy attacks. Right-click an empty hexagon to learn more about its terrain.
Oh, yeah, okay, so they need to be in the beginning of the turn, alright. So, we can do it next turn. We have an income of just 11, so we should, I
We
think
have more
could
guns
do
than the
one more
entire enemy
aviation
fleet.
recon.
If you include aircraft.
Like with one more airfield. So maybe here, this way we can get both. Like this. And then we'll see if someone is there, right? But I'm a bit afraid of all the anti-air that is probably around. And usually, like every airfield has anti-air, right? So let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Like this way, and then we will see also, we'll see some more what's going on here. Let's do it like that. Like here in the
Verify
valley.
the enemy's location.
And then we should see something about the tanks as well, right? Yeah, they are 10, okay. Ah yeah, there's infantry, but there's no plane there, okay. Oh, and they didn't shoot. Interesting. Why not? But that's also good to know. So this aircraft... we don't have enough information. But it's both green. It has the green knob, so... can shoot. Okay. Well... but that's good to know. So if they have 3 more planes, right? At least yeah. So at least 3. So they must be here or there, or down here, which is a good thing because they need to fly up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So actually we are out of range. We are certainly out of range. That's good. Okay. So during the next turn I want to conquer Apari. We need to bomb these guys and then our guys will go in and we need to get this airfield to repair our guys. Let's hope it is actually it's usable because it's burning. We destroyed everything. Yeah, well. So we use all our units.
A battleship is like a fugu fish. deadly, yet delicious.
You guys have a shot. Now that's the anti-air, okay. Yeah, and the ground units, so that's fine. Alright, so and guys, so this is where we can end this episode. Thanks for watching. If you have any knowledge of real history that you wish to share, I think not only I, but the community would be very grateful. And I would love if this Let's Play becomes sort of a platform to discuss real history and share knowledge. As I said, for this mission I will put some links into the comment section that I already checked out and read. That's actually also from the tactical point of view. Very interesting, like these 2 videos. I think they are from the US Army, like old stuff. But how they did it. Like also like fighting retreat and stuff like that. So that's really interesting. And if you have anything, I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, and then I would appreciate it if you click the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never ever miss an episode again. See you next time. Bye bye.